come around. You can come on this side if you want here. Yeah. Ready? Oh. So how does it feel this week to be down to the top 11? I mean, the first elimination was last week. How's the pressure? You know, how are you coping with it?
I feel the less I think about it, the better I do on stage. And I just feel like I'm at a point where I'm just comfortable out there and I'm just out here to have fun from this point on.
Yeah. How about you?
Last week, Tuesday Night Results was probably the toughest emotional ride I've taken on this show. During the 2040-12 cut, I got off stage pretty quickly. But last week I was there like almost till the end of the show. So that was tough emotionally. But I think Brian's right. At this point, it's about just sort of staying focused on yourself. I get more I want to support everyone here, but like when I watch every performance before, I start to get a little like nervous and start comparing myself. The best space to be in, I think, for any of us is just to be centered in what you're doing here. And so that helps a lot.
And Alisan, how are you coping with the pressure?
I'm okay. You know, we have our moments. I think all of us, especially, you know, being parents, Nick and I, we definitely have our moments where we feel a little bit out of our element because a lot of the time we're home being parents. But, you know, we're learning to balance that, and I think that's the most important thing. You know, this is what we want to be doing, and we have to do both. So.
And speaking of being parents, your boy had a bit of an accident.
Yeah.
And broke his shin?
His shin, yes.
Oh, how did it happen?
Well, he hired a girl on the playground, to be his carrying maid, he said. So she was picking him up and running with him and then fell on him. So kids will be kids. I guess you got to push the boundaries to sort of see where they lie. But he's healing well. I think that all the wonderful healing prayers and light and love that so many people have been sending him is really, really helping him. He's in a hard cast now. He's got a little wheelchair, so he's getting around, but he wants to be out here for sure.
Yeah, well, I hope he recovers very quickly. Yeah. And Alisan, I have to get real with you for a bit.
Okay.
Last week we mentioned that your outfit, you know, Prince called and wanted his outfit back.
I know.
And then a few days later we awoke to the sad news that he had passed away.
Yeah.
How did his influence on your career and, you know, his music affect you and, you know, the passing of Prince as well?
I actually went to a Prince concert when I was 5 years old in Worcester, Massachusetts, where I was born. My mom took me. I remember it. And then I grew up dancing, so his music was always huge. And, you know, of course, just taking everything that's been, you know, on Facebook or Twitter, or everything you're watching of him this week, you know, really inspired me to just kind of walk out on stage and throw it all out there and leave nothing to be, I don't know, I had to kind of throw it all up on stage in honor of him tonight.
Yeah. And how did Prince's music affect you guys?
I mean, just Prince himself was influential, and then you had his music. So I just feel like we lost a legend, and you know, I feel like everyone needs to take note of that and just know how influential he's been to everyone. And you know, the way, I mean, the dude played at least like 17 instruments. So I mean, we don't have that type of artistry in abundance like we did back in the days or ever. So you know, R.I.P. Prince, honestly.
How did it feel for you?
Definitely a legend. And I think, like you said, the industry goes through phases where you have more or less musicianship in the artists that are popular. And Prince just embodies, he's the icon of a true musician, true talent, such pure flow of talent through him. So rest in peace.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us, and I hope to see you next week.
I'm Nick, Heagelin,
Alisan, Porter.
Bryan Bautista, and you just been buzzed.